We're once again in Dyson Sphere program. Can't see my little Dyson Sphere right now because it's probably on the other side of the planet. Trust me, it's there. This isn't a scheduled stream. I do have a schedule. For when I'm going to try to stream reliably. We'll see if it actually happens. But I was messing around in here and, well, working on trying to fix things that are broken in my... Is base the term that they use? My factory. In particular, the lack of glass. And I thought maybe I'd just go live and let you watch me fumble around trying to figure this out. We had a bit of a problem with our Dyson Sphere here. It's recovering, but so normally for the number of sales we like... I'm using the royal we here, I guess. I don't know. Trying to include the audience, maybe. So normally it was at around 20,000, 21 or something like that. And we had a crash, and it got down all the way to around 3,000 or thereabouts, and that was a desperate scramble and very dramatic, and I probably should have streamed it. It happened after I went unlive, the opposite of going live. After I went offline from the previous stream. And but now it's gradually recovering. I don't know why it's recovering more gradually than it crashed, but I guess that is why they call it a crash. And hey, we're over 7,000 now. That's good. It started going down there for a second because I was talking about it. Yeah, I've been poking around here in the statistics panel and realized you can set the time period to various time ranges, not just the last 10 minutes. So looking at the last 10 hours, I guess this would have been about, well, I don't know, it's like steadily oscillating the amount of solar cell production up until whenever that was, probably 6-7 hours ago. I guess it was kind of slightly degraded and then started going steadily down. And what was the actual problem? I forget. It was some resource that we were lacking. Might have been, I'm guessing it's something that we were producing the sails with. Stone, maybe? Oops. Or was it copper? I think it was copper. Maybe. One of those basic resources. Copper, stone, iron. Which of course we had some veins run dry. See if we have any of those around here. Show you what I'm talking about. Which we don't, conveniently. Oh, no, there's one. Which, it looks like it's on its last leg. So we had some resource like from miners like these run dry. Do we even need both of these miners? So there used to be like, you know, a dozen of these veins for this stone. And that, you know, I guess that's expected as it gets used up. The veins dry up or go empty, as the case may be. What's going on over here? You have any? No vein. What about you? Looks like these ones. What about you? Looks like you would like to be over here because this one, it can't get any closer because of the water. Insufficient power supply. I don't know. Maybe that means it's trying to do something. Anywho, get back over to the smelting area. So one thing, the production of solar sails is still not what I would like it to be, and one issue that might have a bearing on that is glass. We're not producing quite as much glass as is being demanded. Hence the stream title, assuming it updated correctly. They call me the lack of glass. A reference to, what was it, Unbreakable? Or something like that, a Bruce Willis movie by M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan. Glass being a character played by Morgan Freeman, right? No, Samuel L. Jackson. Yes, that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what's going on with our glass right now? We've got plenty of stone that it uses to make this glass. We're not outputting as much as we might want to. We've got let's see, yeah, one line here, one line up here. I think we must have stuck this line in, this production line, smelting line, afterward, since it's kind of in this odd like it's kind of wedged in here between the smelting and a bunch of power plants that I probably have just so I can burn off some excess resources. But it doesn't look like we're having too many excess resources. And I wonder why that is. Did some other resource run dry? No, probably because these oil wells have insufficient power supply, maybe? This one might be running dry a little bit. Our power supply mostly comes from the Dyson swarm. And oh, look, it's up at 70, almost 7,300. So that's recovering. Getting lost in my buttons for switching windows and checking the chat. between that and closing the window within the program that I was looking at. So yeah, I had a bit of a scramble to try and fix the Dyson sphere problem, and ultimately we got to a point where I think it was a smelting line or something that couldn't smelt copper, and it couldn't, like, this is a degraded state, but they're smelting, like, it's insufficient power supply. It says like it's less than it would like to have, but we got to a point where it was just saying no power and nothing was working. So I frantically, added wind turbines like this wherever it was that I was trying to fix things, and eventually it got things running again. So yeah, that's where I am and what happened since the last stream. The last stream itself, I don't know, what was I doing? Something to do with science. The last Dyson Sphere program stream. I streamed a little yesterday with Kerbal Space Program. I was kind of grumpy though, so I pulled down the video. I don't have a recent version of that game on my computer, so not everything was working. So I don't know what I can do about this glass production. I could add even more smelting lines, and maybe, but I mean, let's see, so these are all getting as much stone as they need, or as much as they can use at their current level of power. Of course, adding more lines will use slightly more power, but I don't think that's gonna have much of an effect. See, they use what? It's like maybe 400 kilowatts at full power. Currently 120 at 33% or something like that. So I don't know. It's a very complicated game. Or at least complicated in terms of the things you can create, the factories you create. And maybe there's ways to manage that complexity. And I can think of a few if starting from scratch. But I don't really feel like starting over in this game. At least before getting through the main quest line. I don't know if I want to play the whole thing from zero. From like an empty planet. At least not yet. I mean, it's an early access game, so there might be like more interesting stuff in the, like right now the only quest is really complete this science objective here called mission completed. And then what happens? I don't know. Maybe a cutscene, maybe a pop-up screen that says you win, and then you can keep, you know, keep optimizing your factory or whatever. But what for? To have a factory? So yeah, I don't know what to do about this glass. Like, maybe I'll just add a few. Like 8, we'll say. Should be room for that. Maybe that'll help, maybe it won't. And I'm just gonna delete this thermal plant here because, and heck, that power line, because I don't think they're gonna be doing very much. And I'm out of smelters. Doesn't that figure? Well, we'll add some power lines for these and some belts. This is the stone. Oh. Alright, we'll add a belt for more stone to come in. I could have just taken this windmill out. Wind turbine, sorry. And we'll add a little bit more. We'll leave it for now. I don't know how much of a difference this line will make. Okay, and you need a filter for stone. And there it's coming down the line already, so I better add some sorters. Alright, and these are already set to glass, so that's good. Oop. Might be interesting if there were a way to do like more complicated power routing. Like maybe these smelters, I want to prioritize. Like I wouldn't even need to add this other smelting line if they, let's see, so these, they have some power, so that's good, they're producing glass. And this is already set up to, it is not set up to supply glass, so why are we going into this tower? Fail. Alright. And it doesn't have, ooh, don't want to delete the tower, do we? That would be embarrassing, because there's no undo in this game yet. Is there going to be? I don't know. I know there's going to be more advanced copy and paste, so if I copy a, like if I want to just copy and paste a bunch of these smelters, for example, they'd have the sorters already attached. And so how do I want to route this belt? Feel free to say hi or ask any questions in the chat if you're out there. Anybody? No. It's almost like you need another, like a smaller level of logistics. Like these will transport to anywhere on the planet, but it's like I want a smaller logistics tower that can transport me from there to here, or transport the materials from there to here, without like me adding spaghetti belts. I don't know. There might be a way to do that. Oh. Okay. So you're going to that tower, and I don't want to go all the way around that way. Okay, I know how I'm going to do it, I think. Maybe. Okay, so you come up like... no, not like that. And turn here and come up. Oop. There we are. Oh no. There's a tower in the way. That's fine, just route around it. I think. Oh, no, it's not. Is it gonna let me do it? What did we just do? Okay, we're merging these belts, which is, I don't think we want to do that though, because we don't want to limit the throughput of this glass. We want, yeah, we want to be able to output as much of it to this tower as possible, which is what throughput means. So we'll bring this up another level, I think. Is it going? Oh. Okay, here's where it gets annoying, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Bear with me for a second. Okay, so you're already at that level. I need you to come up. Try to do this without deleting anything behind it. Come up a level. Up a level. No, not like that. Like that, maybe? Okay, we don't want to go that far, do we? We just... what? No. Maybe some, like, more... like, if I could just do... Why won't it let me do that? No, it's not horizontal, is it? Oh boy. What if I just delete the tower? Add some towers here. Okay, so I don't think we broke anything with that. So it'd be nice if we could control these where we're routing the belts with just arrow keys, because when you have multiple levels of them, like, see, right now I'm not trying to go down to the ground tier, but it's trying to put it at the ground because that's where the mouse is pointing. Like, you've got 2 dimensions of mousing Um, okay, that's weird. But I can have like... Oh, or is this going to run into that again? It'll be fine. A few dimensions of mousing, but I could have arrow keys. Like I could use the up, down, left, right arrow keys for... Well, I think it's already using up, down, and up and down for its vertical vertical level of the belt. But I don't know, if I could have it, if I could tell it to use WASD, that would be convenient. Because then it wouldn't like put it at the wrong level because there happens to be something where the mouse is pointing. Follow me? I'm gonna assume you get it since no one says anything. Unless... Is there a key for that? Control. What do we got here? Where's the belt control? Can you do Control F? Nope. Switch conveyor belt's path. What? Switch right sorter settings, left sorter settings. Don't snap the building. Huh. Okay, so maybe I can try holding shift when placing the belts. Don't snap the building. Snap to the building? When building? Right sorter settings. I don't know what that means. Switch right and left sorter settings? Oh. But yeah, I don't see something specifically for using arrow keys to move the conveyor belts, but that maybe the shift means it won't try and put it. Let me experiment with this for a second. Whoop. I don't wanna break anything. Alright, so shift means, oh, that's nice. That means it doesn't, if you're just watching this, this might not seem as as impressive as it seems to me. No, hold on. Did I break whatever? Let's see, we're on We're at level 2. Okay. So that's fine. So why can't we go to level 1? Okay, so that will... collide with other objects. Maybe that's just like, it's too close to the other belt. It can't descend that fast. But if I did... shift copy... Okay. And... so now... does it let me? Is it going down to ground level? Thought we were... oh, yeah, it let me do that. That is wonderful. Wonderful in so far as it will make it easier to route these belts, but not wonderful in that it may enable worse levels of spaghetti, making my factory even more confusing. Anyway, delete that experimental belt, and let's check on our Dyson Swarm again. 7600, that's good. Power at 278 megawatts. We were at 800, and I don't think we need a full 800. But let's see, power, carnivorous system. Yeah, we're still demanding more than twice. Is it? Like, yeah, more than twice the amount of power that we are generating in this star system. So, but I don't know if there's much we can do about that right now. Unless we want to mine a lot of coal or something and feed them to these thermal plants. But like these, how much can these actually produce? $82 megawatts? Hmm. 10 of these would be, assuming we could actually supply them with enough resources. Ten of these plants would maybe... we've got more than that. Can we actually mine that much coal or oil? Full. Stone. We could add another tower, which I mean, like, we can do that, but of course the tower consumes power while charging up. I mean, it consumes power while active, but like everything does. But let's give you some drones and request coal demand. Looks like we've got enough that it's immediately coming coming in transit. Cool. Yeah, it's holy crap. Holy crap, do we have enough coal? At least enough supply of coal that we are hopefully not diverting from something else that needs it, such as solar sails production. Speaking of which, just take a glance at these graphs. We tried to increase some iron production a little while ago, and we're still well, it looks like we're currently producing more than we're requiring of iron. That coal. No, of course not. Coal. I mean, we increased the demand a little by what we just did, I think. 902. So maybe we'll go mine some coal. We need 20 units per minute. 10. Yeah, about 20 units of coal per minute. We can manage that if we can find an untapped coal reserve on this planet. Let's see, untapped and unused up. This one's dwindling. Coal veins, those are mined, and Belt is taking them somewhere. I don't know, I think if I was brave enough to delve into the insane beltage of this area, we could probably extract some coal from those. What's a group of veins? Group of coal veins. A flock of coal veins? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what it is. If you want to correct me, you gotta type in chat. I don't know, we could mine it on another planet. Oh, coal veins. Here they are. Where are they? Can I set a marker or something? This is it anywhere near where I'm currently? Oh, it's right, like, well, no, where am I actually? I'm like, so I was in this smelting area. Was I somewhere over here? You see my mech? My little bumblebee, as Kristen called it. There we are. Alright. Working on a coal mine. Another thing I just discovered as I was looking at the key bindings. So normally do arrow keys to turn it, but if I hold shift it goes like that, like it's smooth. So I have a lot more control theoretically of where to put it. If that matters. Whoa. So will this mine manage, was it 20 coal units per minute? And where should we send it? Okay, and of course these require power. Connect to the grid. So 47 per minute. That sounds like a pretty, like it sounds like it's more than we actually need if each one of these is doing like 47 per minute. Supply coal. I mean, if we really only need 20 additional per minute. Okay, how much are these producing now? You're not even connected, are you? Oh. Port occupied. Occupied. Doesn't look like it's occupied. What do you mean port occupied? Delete it and re-add it. Now your port's occupied. Okay, see now you're producing 60 a minute, it says. Is each of these one unit? No, connect like that. Thank you. bring these in a separate line. Don't mind me just running into the trees. How's my Dyson sphere looking? Over 8,000 now. One second. Okay, is this the one where we're gonna get some fuel? Not a long journey for this coal, in theory. But we're getting it. And no, looks like these ones are mostly using it up. So if we bring in a couple more lines, see, we are trying to get here. So these thermal plants are using hydrogen, coal, and refined oil. Does it cause any loss of efficiency for them to... That's like, I don't think that's actually going to do much, is it? Like, I guess each one is... This one's producing 2 megawatts of power. We're just going to use up all this coal for nothing. Filter. Coal, thank you. Whoops. No, come on. Refine some oil, or not refine, but extract some oil over there. Feed some more plants, power plants. 2.6 megawatts. I don't think these are actually gonna... See, I was thinking this was the individual plant. 108 megawatts was the individual thermal power station capacity, but I think it's this 2.16 megawatts, which means this is not going to solve our power problems for the whole, not for the whole, oh, I didn't add a filter, did I? Filter coming out of tower. But It'll produce some power. Maybe this will improve the power situation around here a little bit. But yeah, if I could like prioritize the stuff nearby these power stations so that these smelters would get the power they need, that would be nice. Where are the glass smelters I just added a little while ago? Those ones are the new ones. And they're of course still not getting enough power, but they are producing a little bit of glass. Probably not enough to necessitate an entire belt coming through Spaghetti. I'll go and grab some more smelters though. Maybe. Okay, the mall area is over here. Right. I'm currently which way's north? To the right, which means west. So the way I'm going is straight ahead. Okay, here we are. And I know I broke something with these. Yeah, because these are not producing any new smelters. Whoa! I do not need that many smelters. In fact, I don't know if I even need to add many. Like how much would that help? But our Dyson Swarm is taking up 8100 now. I think if you're interested in this game, you might be interested in Kerbal Space Program. I think the similarities of their names are not a coincidence. But anyway, the feature in that is that you can fast forward time, and it might be, oh no, it dipped below 8100. Now it's back. Nope, now it's below again. Is it going to start going down? Uh-oh. Don't do that. Are we like... No, we're getting sales from both directions. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that. But you can fast forward time, so I could... If there wasn't any like stuff I would needed to build at the time, if I were to use a fast forward function, I could just wait to see this go up or down. Like I could set time to go faster and wait to see how long this took. or wait to see how high it got. On the other hand, if you fast forward time, you might find things have gone bad a lot faster than you would hope. Anyway, so what's our glass production look like now? Do I have that on here? Yeah. So it's now 313. We are producing more than we are consuming. Yay. Go me? Or did it just fluctuate on its own? I mean, it looks like there is a bit of a change, so maybe that's the new line coming online. New line of smelters. On the other hand, it looks like it's demanding slightly more. I don't know. I'll be right back. Need a drink of water. Talk amongst yourselves. Back. Did I miss anything? So if you're out there, feel free to say hi or ask a question about this game, about how I'm playing it, which is not necessarily the way one would recommend. This is my first playthrough of it. I'm about, I think 85 hours in. I don't know if that's good or bad, the level of progress I have. And what I'm doing now is just, well, I don't want to say killing time while my Dyson swarm recovers from the crash that it had, because I ran out of some resource. Might have been iron, I'm not sure. Copper. But just checking things out in my factory, trying to optimize how it's working. I think it was last stream, I made a little change to this science area. Got the research, so I was doing like the research here, and then if like I needed something that required the white science cubes, the sugar cube science as I'm calling them, then I would like do that that research down here. But if I only needed the multicolored research, I would use just these, switch these over to research mode. But I decided to bring these multicolored lines down here, and as well as the white cubes, so that this line can be of research towers can all be, what are they called? Matrix labs. Line of towers of matrix labs can be in science mode all the time, and these can be in what are they called? Production mode all the time to produce the white science cubes. And if we happen to not need the white science cubes, then they'll just have product stacking, and so then all I have to do is, assuming we have enough resources coming in, which we probably don't have enough what are they? Graviton lenses to produce the green science. Thought I fixed something about that, but I didn't keep an eye on it. Yeah, so then I should just have to change what I'm researching, and it should take care of itself in theory, but don't actually have that much green science going on. And I think what I'm going to do is, so it doesn't lose my progress when I do that, is add some of these, where are they? Jason's stress system to increase the latitude of my, like increase how wide of a Dyson sphere that I can make. And you can enqueue these multiple times. 15 degrees, so that should be 45 degrees. That should be enough for a while. Only needing 3,000, what? 3,000 science per each 15 degrees. And then I'll put the mission complete thing after that. These are slowly ticking down. I wonder if we have a problem with the... Let's see, is that what I've currently got in my inventory? No. If you have any idea what the... Hey, Kristen! Oh, you went to sleep. I don't see how long ago those chat messages were. Good to see you, though. Oh, good. Yeah, get some sleep. I mean, you can stay around if you want, but I hope you get enough sleep that you're not super tired. How are you if you're still here? Kristen streams Mass Effect. Currently she's playing the Mass Effect 2 game, which I'm enjoying a lot. I haven't played those games. Hope you're good though. Yeah, I'm good. Have a good night. And previously she played Mass Effect 3. And I'm on this planet looking for... I think I had some graviton lens manufacturing going on. Is that over here, maybe? Graphene, that's always important. So yeah, if you like Mass Effect, go and follow Cookie Crisp. She played through Mass Effect 3, now she's playing 2, and like maybe 1 after that. And yeah. It's to my left, I think. So these graphene things are product stacking, which means they're not. The belt's full, which means hopefully everything that needs graphene has graphene. Is this the line out? And then these, I think there was a problem with iron ingots. So are we still having that problem? And we are. Why? Why you no give me iron ingots? Oh, is it a filter thing? Did I forget a filter? That would be... Wait, this needs iron. And you do not have a filter. And what's this line supposed to be? This is more iron ingots, but it doesn't have a filter? I wonder who could have broken that. Is that supposed to be iron ingots though? Whatever it is doesn't seem to be using them. Yeah, it's supposed to be iron. Right? Yeah. Iron to make gears. The gears. Iron, come on, there we go. I wonder what happened to those filters. I don't remember deleting them. I'm sure I couldn't have done it by accident. Make mistakes? Who, me? So maybe these will start producing graviton. This factory will start producing graviton lenses. So here we go. We've got the electric motors coming out here. We've got turbines, electromagnetic turbines to be precise, and particle containers. Never as many of those as you want. So we have a bottleneck here. We need more motors to make more turbines. Let's try that. If there's even room. Gonna run into that coal mine for too long. If we just add more motor manufacturing in the same direction, That sounds like a future me problem. Lack of item. Oh man. That sounds like a now me problem. So Kristen, if you're still watching, and you need something to put you to sleep, I have VODs now. This goes for anybody who needs a sleep aid. You don't have to just wait till I'm live to be bored to sleep, because I have VODs. And am I lost on my own planet again? No comment. So where is the mall area? Here it is, I think, right? No. Okay, and it is to our west, which is this way, I guess. Slowing down. Alright, what else do we need while we're here? Do we need belts? We always need belts. And we needed specifically assemblers. Can I manufacture the, what is it, advanced assemblers? Need graphene for that. Processors. What else do we have? We'll pick up a few sorters, I suppose. Anything else? Power poles. Alright. And checking on the Dyson sphere, it is 8600. That is pretty good. Okay, and I'm in space, and where's the thing that I'm going to? No, not re-enting. There it is. Our sister moon, Corniferous 4, which is also orbiting this ice giant planet there. I should have just orbited until I found the little... Oh, no, here it is right here. me just move this one a little bit. A bit closer like that. And so yeah, just what was that? That was a weird behavior. Just adding these sorters to why does it keep doing that? Right, everybody have enough power, or at least some power? I think so. So now we are making lots of these engines. Is it because I added more assemblers to this line, or is it because, I don't know, things work themselves out for some other reason? I don't know, but now these assemblers for the turbines have enough motors, so we'll just add more turbine assemblers so we can take advantage of those more increased supply of motors. Is that too far? I guess fine. That is probably enough. Or at least enough for now. Probably. Did I even need to space these out? Oh well. The turbines seem to be something that we're always a little short on. And we need to add some sorters to feed them their materials. Alright, let me change my camera around here so that I'm... Why does it keep doing that? Looks like these might be using up their... Oh, no, the belts are full, so that's good. Well, might be because I'm not outputting anything from these yet. That... What did... Oh, that's not... It's not correct. No, not coming out like that. Wonder if it's just my mouse misbehaving. Cause like... Yeah, I don't know, I dropped it a few times and... So sometimes it'll double click when I mean to single click. And I have to hold it in a very particular way to click and drag. Okay, so it looks like we're producing enough turbines, at least. Now these are lacking graphene. Oh no. Which, is that what this is supposed to get? Local demand. Is it? Did I not have this? Didn't have it set up with a filter here, so this belt would get graphene. I don't know, maybe I abandoned this factory halfway through for some reason. I don't know. Give me graphene. But I mean, it was getting it somehow, because these were producing particle containers like a little bit, right? They were, you saw it, unless I'm at a completely different factory. I don't think I've added more than one factory of this design here. Dyson sphere at 8500. But okay, so now these are producing, are gonna be producing, hopefully. You can do it. I mean, they were producing the particle containers a little bit just not too long ago, weren't they? I mean, you saw it. Huh. So these are producing some particle containers. And so what other, are there any other lines here that are lacking filters that, okay, you're getting particle containers and what? Deuterium and also iron, which, okay, I bet I must have deleted and re-added the iron line in this interface or something, because there was nothing coming in at the time. Ah, alright. Okay, that's probably what happened. Probably me messing around in this tower controls, trying and deleting and re-adding this. Yeah. The good old turn it off and back on again trick of troubleshooting, except I didn't realize that it would delete the filters when I did that. So I wonder what other filters I've deleted in other places in the course of doing that kind of troubleshooting in this game. I'm sure I'll find out when I'm suddenly not producing enough of who knows what else. Solar sails at 8800. So yeah, let's add some more line, or some more. Okay, we need to route this one carefully, maybe. So it's coming out and it's going out like that and around. There we are. And we'll have a gap in the line of assemblers, but yeah. Kind of want to use this line of particle containers to supply other things that need it for other things, but I don't know, it's not producing that many as it is. We definitely want to supply these particle colliders to, or with enough for their strange matter production. See, it did it again. So if you're just tuning in, I don't really have a external to the game topic tonight. Just felt like streaming, and needed to fix some things in my factories. And just felt like I would stream it. And do I need power for these guys? Yes. This one, looks like there's enough here. So here. Okay, so hopefully producing more particle containers. These. Per minute. Supposed to do one every 4 seconds. I guess it would do that if it had full power and enough materials. Are these, other than the power, working right? Looks like they're all, yeah, input on this side. I don't know. Hard to tell what capacity it'd be working at if I had full power. $8,700. I forget if it was higher last time or not. No. So these graviton lenses need strange matter, and they're getting it. Plenty of diamonds. Not a whole lot of strange matter coming in, though. But I guess we're producing some, maybe? I haven't seen any come out. I guess it just takes a little bit. It's ticking its progress bar around the ring there. Oh, there went one. But there they go, 2 of them. into the tower. So this has a... Let's decrease the max storage so it'll ship them out faster. It's got 290 and it's at 10% here. Load of vessels. Oh, that's, I don't know, that might mess with the other resources that this tower's supplying. Oh. Okay, so I think we just sent out a shipment by decreasing the minimum load percentage of the vessels. So yeah. So whatever needs those graviton lenses should be getting a few of them. Hopefully that includes our science center. Still not doing great on power. Alright, so I guess this'll do its thing slowly because of lack of power, but in the meantime we'll head back home to Coniferous 3. Alright, there's our science center, science complex, whatever you want to call it. Try and gracefully come in. Oh, nope. Oh, and for once we do have graviton lenses at our green matrix labs. We don't, however, have quantum chips. I wonder what the problem with that is. Got a few in transit. So I wonder where they're in transit from. Kind of feel like as I mentioned before, and yet haven't, but I kind of feel like I need to make a map of my own, like, production areas so I know where to go to find what's going on with some resource. Maybe there's a strategy for organizing your factories. And here's one. Section making processors. Not the quantum chips though. Oop. But I think processors need whatever this is here. And those are getting their materials, but they're not producing that many. So it might just be that there's not enough processors getting produced. Assuming that factory feeds whatever's producing our quantum chips. Is that maybe over here? No, that's our solar cell area. Quantum chips here. Solar cells. Okay, well. Where did I, well, what do the quantum chips actually need? That might give me a clue as to where I'm producing them. They need processors and they need plain filters. Which need Casimir crystals, which need graphene and hydrogen and whatever these titanium crystals. Okay, and I think I don't know. So I need more. Particle broadband there. Nope, what's this over here? More particle broadband, which I think was an input to some other science thingy. Maybe the purple science, I'm not sure. About here. These look like the... Yes. Okay. So this is roughly on the equator, a little south of it, on this long peninsula, I guess you'd call it. And I'm currently where? Somewhere, I don't know. But it's on, currently it looks like the day-night line. Terminator. Okay, so down this way. Other side, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Right, and oh no. Here is our. So what are we making? Titanium glass here. Making Casimir crystals, which just getting some hydrogen in. Not a whole lot of it. And these plane filters. Need these two things. So producing some plane filters. Not a lot of Casimir crystals, but we would probably if we had more hydrogen and more electricity, more power. 8,900 solar sails in our Dyson Swarm currently. And yeah, these are coming around. So producing some quantum chips, just not a whole lot. Some of the quantum, just not as much as we want them. Okay. So that's, I guess, partially a just wait for more power thing, and partially, what did we need these quantum chips for? No, was it? This was also for the green science, right? So maybe we can improve the hydrogen situation. See if we currently have any. What are they? What are they called? Orbital collectors? We'll go and grab some and maybe place a few on our gas giant friend, ice giant friend. And it was over here in this section, wasn't it? And, oh no, out of control. Wherever our interstellar towers were. That's where we had our orbital collector. collection in a box, right? Somewhere here? Yes. 3. Certainly not producing too many of them. But that is fine because I don't think we need that many right now. So just need to find where we were placing the other ones. Kind of want to keep them all in one little cluster. I know they're on the equator. Did I already pass them? There they are. Re-entering gracefully. Slowing down. Come on. Alright, that's a little disorienting. Too close to another. How far does it have to be? There it is. Is that farther than the other one? Guess they're both about the same size, or same distance. So remote supply. Yeah. Should probably take advantage of some of this fire ice that I'm collecting as well. I think fire ice refers to methane, but I'm not sure. Like frozen methane. This is at the equator. What are you talking about? Lack of item. Okay. So that should supply some more hydrogen. Assuming they're all getting... Assuming it's getting to the planet. Let's check on these. See if they have like a buildup of supply or anything. Got 5,000 in storage. What's going on there? I mean... I don't know. Maybe we don't have a demand of hydrogen? Does it have to collect... what is it? Does it have to collect both of them at the same time? And if it... That would be annoying, wouldn't it? Anyway, we'll go back to the main moon. Main world, and... Oh, don't want to re-enter. And check on the hydrogen import situation. That'd be annoying if they, if it has to ship both of them out in order to produce one, because I'm not using a lot of fire ice right now. Whoa! Okay. I am currently bad at flying. Where's that? There it is. Whoop. Slowing down. There's my interstellar towers. Re-entering. Nope. Not gracefully. Okay, so what's your situation with regards to hydrogen? Remote supply. Local supply. Remote demand. Now we should get some hydrogen at our quantum chip producer facility. Where's this hydrogen going? Let's follow those drones. How do you do, fellow drones? It's probably not where we need to be. Some other facility that's using hydrogen. What is it? Probably this one. Producing deuterium for some reason. That's fine. Hopefully it's not going to be using too much deuterium that whatever it is we were trying to get to is starved of it. But yeah, this game is like an exercise in management. You're not managing people, but you're like managing lots of resources, and the game doesn't always help you out that much. So I kind of say, I don't know if I've said this maybe once or twice on stream, but you kind of feel like you need to play the game with a spreadsheet. And probably other documentation, like a map that you're continually updating as you change things. And I don't know, I've used, you know, pen and paper to just keep track of like what it is I'm trying to do and what I need. Like, so I'm trying to do this in order to get that, in order to get that. So I just, you know, keep a list of that, although I haven't been using one tonight. But so yeah, it takes a lot of organization, which I don't really have. So it's fun to learn things like that about yourself, right? Play this game and learn about your deficiencies, right? Okay, so here it is. It's a little east of the Terminator. No, west. Okay, and where were we? No. Wait, are we in the right place for once? That's not what we... Okay. It's not very helpful if you get lost when transitioning from the map back to reality. But there we are. Okay. So, right? I thought it was right there. There it is. Like the map mode is supposed to help you find things, not make you get lost. So more hydrogen's coming out of the tower. That's good. Got rolling in hydrogen. So now we're going to be producing more Casimir crystals. And then more plane filters, and then more quantum chips, so that we can make the green science. And just stick around, hover over here for a few minutes, or at least until we start seeing some... What is that? Is there grass growing on my belt? Can I harvest it? No? Can't pick the grass in my super high-tech mecha, they call it. Is there a difference between a mech and a mecha? M-E-C-H-A, not to be confused with the city of Mecca. There is a quantum chip, right? Looks like it. Going on the belt. Just one. Producing a quantum chip. Yeah. I mean, a game of management and spreadsheets could be fun. And documentation. But it's not really what I was planning on playing when I decided to download this game. So maybe that's making me less successful as I would otherwise be. Than if I were getting into the numbers, the math of it all. Moneyball, is that what they call it? Okay, this is probably gonna take a while to... It's just... No? I guess we must have shipped some out already. See what happens when one of these gets in here. Does it get loaded onto a drone? Does the drone take off? Oh, let's move our window. Move the window. Oh, was that? But another thing that I think would make me more successful at this game might be just to like I don't want to use the word refactor necessarily because that's a computing term, programming term, but like reorganize my factory. Because I got a lot of messy places on this planet in particular, because it's where where the game started. Okay, here's one coming in. So got 1 in storage, 2 in storage. Three in storage. So I think there are like, you know, there definitely like groups of. Okay, something just took off. How do you do, fellow drone? Are we going to the science place? Please tell me we're going to the science place. Oh. So there's groups of like of functions that it makes sense to keep together. Like you saw that, you know, that factory there of for the quantum chips, and that one on the other planet for the graviton lenses. And oh, we're going to the science place. Yes, we're gonna feed these quantum chips to our green science producer line of towers. Right? Here's our quantum chips. Yes, 4 of them. Not a lot, but you know, it's something. I'll take what I can get. Alright. So each one of these towers got 1. How many do we need per cube? Need one chip and 1 lens produces 2 green science. 2 gravity matrix, if you will. Okay, so did we have one come out? Are we facing... Why do we have so many green towers? I don't know, but we're producing the green science, and that is good. That makes me happy. And our Dyson swarm is over 10,000 sales once again. So that's good. Why do I only see 1? What's going on here? Okay, so the planets are close together. That's fine. Replenishing our Dyson swarm. Still having some power issues. What's our power situation look like? Dude. I think we're worse than we were before. That does not make much sense. Why aren't we generating... No. I think we're generating more than we were before, but we're also demanding more than we were before. Probably because things are like starting to work again and come online, right? 10 hours. Holy crap, we're like... We're demanding more than ever, which... I don't know, we'll say that's a good sign, maybe? Maybe it's just because, you know, everything's starting at once or something. And that's everything in this system, not just this planet. But I don't know. We're not. I know we're not demanding currently more than we were generating at our peak Dyson swarm time. Like we were over 2100 sales. We were over like 800 megawatts of power available. 680 says on this graph. Really? 635. I don't know. I thought it was over 800 megawatts. But like, how's production looking? I don't know. I think we'll be fine once the Dyson swarm recovers. Another thing that might help in this game is like the ability to set conditions for alarming, and that's something that exists in programming, software engineering, information technology. Like your server goes down, you want somebody to get a page so that your customers aren't just like you want to hear about it from your or you want somebody to hear about it first from their cell phone, like an automated alarm rather than an angry customer on the phone or whatever, you know, or the realization that you're losing money, or in my case, in this game, the realization that my Dyson swarm is crashing, and I don't know why, and I'm frantically running around looking for what resource it is that I'm not producing, and I think it was either copper or iron. Very mundane thing, but it would be good to have, like, you know, once one of these grass falls below, I don't know, like here, whatever is the sort of warning level, then I need to start troubleshooting, like, so I don't have to troubleshoot super fast when it's like when everything is crashing to a halt. Like, easier to work when things are degraded than when everything is stopped. Like, there was no power. Like, once the solar sales dropped below like 4,000, I think. Like, it wasn't just, you know, insufficient power, it was no power, and like, so couldn't smelt anything. Like, the resources were there, but it wasn't like wasn't producing anything. Like, the sorters on the machines just wouldn't work. This is consuming more than producing. Maybe that's fine. I mean, they're still in the same ballpark, so it's probably, maybe we'll keep an eye on that. But I did recently add some more mining, so we should have plenty of the... I'm not really making many stone bricks. I wonder what needs those. That... Interesting. Don't have anything set for the second star. I think I was gonna make that be like these particle containers, and No, not number 2. The like. I should probably have these solar sails in some favorite list. Maybe I'll do number 3. What else? Deuterium, antimatter, critical photons. Let's see, put graphene in the second. Carbon nanotubes. Casimir crystals, where do I want that? Graviton lenses, call those 3. We probably need the thrusters in something. So, 1 is our ingot type stuff. 2 is like components, I suppose. Particle broadband. Add some spikes here. Graphene looks fine. Producing plenty of Casimir crystals, that's good. What did we need those for again? Probably something important. And solar sails. We are gradually, well, kind of slight decrease there, gradually increasing production of solar sails. Maybe because there's more power with which to run the factories. I don't know, the graphs just move. Try to tell a story to myself to figure out what's going on. Deuterium, producing some more of that. Antimatter. Another little spike of that. That's doesn't look like we're producing a whole lot of it. Critical photons. I guess we must use a lot at once. We produce them gradually and then use them all at once. Graviton lenses, producing plenty of those. Space warpers. Haven't been using a whole lot. Probably because we've been sticking to this solar system and, you know, whatever. I don't think we're actually using much that we're receiving from the other stars. We did set up some mining as we explored a little bit. Still over 10,000 in our Dyson swarm, but just barely. It's not going up that much. Why not? Going up a little. so it's probably fine. In the screen, yeah. So guess that graph looks good. It's not as where it was, that's for sure. So we're producing a trickle of green science. Maybe a little more than a trickle. And I don't think we're like really using the white science for anything right now, because we're researching the, what is it called? Dyson stress system? Yeah. Okay, and we're like 30% through that? 31%. And I don't know if I'm going to be really able to build that next stream. Build the Dyson sphere. Technically a Dyson shell. A Dyson swarm is a Dyson sphere. There are two types of Dyson sphere, Dyson swarms and Dyson shells. See, it's got it right in this screen, Dyson shell. So I don't know if I'm going to have that researched for next stream, which should be tomorrow, 4 p.m. or, well, depending where you watch today. Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Planning on streaming till like 6. So I don't know, so the plan was building a Dyson sphere and talking about the Fermi paradox. Might not be building much of a Dyson sphere. Still can talk about the Fermi paradox though, I suppose. Not a whole lot of those quantum chips coming in, but... And... So these are using up the green... graviton lenses. These are not. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I'll see you next time. I hope you've enjoyed this not very planned out stream where I just was sort of repairing things and trying to figure out why things weren't being produced. I'm not sure if it's going to be more of the same next time. Try and do something interesting. Maybe I'll take a little trip to some of the other planets, other star systems that we haven't visited yet. Still haven't seen any mushroom planets. I know those are out there, or at least they are. At least they've been in some of the videos I've seen of this game. But until next time, so long, fellow aliens.